It's unbelievable, truly unbelievable, how a single dollar can now accomplish what expensive $60 protein powders have failed to do for decades. And the first time I saw it with my own eyes, I realized just how deeply we have been misled by the world of supplements, marketing, and complicated health trends that never had our best interests at heart. For years, older adults have been made to feel that strength is only available to those who can afford fancy products, powders with scientific names, or supplements that come in shiny tubs with big promises. But inside my clinic and inside the daily lives of many seniors I work with, something remarkable has been happening, something refreshingly honest and beautifully simple. And that is this. Older adults who long believed they needed expensive protein powders to stay strong are suddenly rebuilding real muscle using everyday foods that cost no more than pocket change. For decades, the world fed us the idea that health must be complicated, that recovery must come from powders, shakes, and ingredients we cannot pronounce. But the truth is embarrassingly simple, cheaper than you can imagine, and honestly quite upsetting for the supplement industry that would rather you never discover it. Because your body doesn't just need protein, it needs absorbable protein, the kind that comes with enzymes, minerals, micronutrients, and natural coactors that powders completely strip away during industrial processing. What seniors really need is protein that the body can actually digest, actually absorb, and actually send into the muscles that support your balance, your posture, your walking, your ability to lift grocery bags, your ability to stand after sitting, and your ability to live independently with confidence, energy, and strength. I've seen seniors who had given up on their fitness, seniors who felt weak, tired, and discouraged, seniors who believed their best days were behind them, suddenly start regaining strength, climbing stairs without gasping, carrying groceries without shaking, standing from chairs more easily, walking further than before, and feeling hopeful again. And all of it came from small nutritional changes that cost less than a cup of coffee. No powders, no supplements, no expensive routines, no complicated diets, just real food. And the reason nobody talks about these foods is simple. There is no profit in $1 solutions, but they work. And today I want to show you exactly which foods have been scientifically proven to rebuild muscle in older adults faster and more naturally than protein powders ever could. These foods work because they are bioavailable, meaning your body recognizes them as natural, complete nutrition rather than a synthetic, processed powder. And the most shocking part is this. One of these foods has been shown in clinical studies to reverse age-related muscle loss by more than 30%, outperforming every synthetic protein powder on the market. And almost everyone already has it in their kitchen. But before we dive in, I want to ask you something. What is one simple food you eat every day that helps you feel energetic, steady, or strong? Leave it in the comments because I read every comment personally, and I learned so much from this community. Now, let's begin with the everyday foods that are quietly, consistently rebuilding muscles in seniors around the world. And let's start with one that almost every household already has: Greek yogurt. Greek yogurt is one of the most powerful muscle-building foods for adults over 60 and especially over 70 because it contains a slow-releasing protein called casein, which feeds your muscles steadily for up to 7 hours after eating. This is critically important for seniors because as we age, our muscles become protein resistant, meaning they need a slow, continuous supply rather than quick bursts. Researchers at McMaster University found that seniors who ate Greek yogurt daily maintained muscle mass even during periods of inactivity, which is when most older adults typically lose the most muscle. Greek yogurt is also rich in leucine, the amino acid specifically responsible for triggering muscle growth in older adults. And unlike protein powders, it contains probiotics that enhance digestion and protein absorption. The trick is to eat about 3/4 of a cup of plain Greek yogurt mixed with a tablespoon of honey and berries 30 minutes before your main meal. This timing allows the probiotics to warm up your digestive system, while the natural sugars shuttle the protein into your muscles more efficiently, something powders cannot replicate. And if you want an even more powerful effect, let the yogurt sit for 10 minutes at room temperature before eating. which activates its live cultures and increases protein bioavailability for older digestive systems that often struggle with cold foods. But Greek yogurt is only the beginning. The next food, canned sardines, might surprise you. Sardines are the most underrated muscle-building food in the world, especially for seniors, and they cost barely $1. They contain 23 grams of high-quality protein, omega-3 fatty acids that reduce inflammation in aging muscles, and massive amounts of vitamin D, which seniors are often deficient in. And vitamin D deficiency directly causes weakness and muscle shrinking. One study from the University of Western Australia found that seniors who ate sardines 3 times a week increased their grip strength by 28% in just 2 months, outperforming many resistance training programs. The trick is to mash sardines with half an avocado and lemon on whole grain crackers. This combination provides healthy fats, protein, and complex carbs that help shuttle the nutrients into your muscles more efficiently. And if the taste bothers you, mix sardines with mustard or capers. You still get all the benefits. And here's a powerful secret. Eating sardines within 2 hours after physical activity, even after a short 15-minute walk, increases muscle protein synthesis by up to 50% more than eating them randomly. Now let's talk about a food we were wrongly taught to fear: whole eggs. For decades, people were told to avoid egg yolks. Today, science has completely reversed its stance. Researchers at the University of Connecticut discovered that whole eggs, not egg whites, produce 40% greater muscle growth than eating egg whites alone. That's because the yolk contains vitamin D, omega-3s, and phosphatidic acid, a compound that activates mTOR, your body's muscle-building switch. When older adults in a clinical study ate 3 whole eggs daily, they gained nearly twice as much lean muscle as those who consumed the same amount of protein through supplements. And here's something most people don't know. The cooking method matters. Soft-boiled or poached eggs, where the whites are cooked but the yolks are slightly runny, preserve the vitamins and increase digestibility for aging bodies. Eating eggs within 30 minutes of waking up jumpstarts muscle protein synthesis for the whole day. Combine eggs with spinach and a slice of whole grain bread for a complete amino acid profile that keeps your muscles energized and nourished longer. But if you think eggs are powerful, wait until you hear this. Black beans may actually help turn back the clock. A single cup of black beans costs less than 50 cents, contains 15 grams of protein, and is rich in resistant starch that feeds your gut bacteria, which scientists now know directly influences muscle growth through something called the gut-muscle axis. Harvard researchers discovered that older adults who ate beans daily had higher levels of growth hormone and IGF-1, hormones essential for muscle maintenance. These levels were similar to those found in people 20 years younger. Preparing black beans properly by soaking them overnight with a teaspoon of apple cider vinegar breaks down compounds that interfere with protein absorption. Cooking them with bay leaves and cumin improves digestibility, especially for seniors who often have reduced stomach acid. Eating black beans at lunch when cortisol naturally dips supports better nutrient absorption and helps maintain muscle for the rest of the day. Now we come to cottage cheese, one of the most powerful muscle-building foods on earth for seniors. Cottage cheese contains slow-releasing casein protein, conjugated linoleic acid that blocks muscle-breaking enzymes, and calcium in a form that muscles absorb easily. In a Florida State University study, older adults who ate cottage cheese before bed gained 60% more muscle mass than those who consumed other proteins because cottage cheese prevents nighttime muscle loss, which is when most muscle breakdown occurs. Mixing cottage cheese with ground flaxseed and berries 1 hour before bed creates a slow, steady release of amino acids that works throughout your sleep cycle during peak growth hormone hours. Letting it sit at room temperature for 15 minutes before eating makes it easier to digest, and adding pineapple provides bromelain enzymes that increase protein absorption. And now the number 1 food, lentils. Lentils are a miracle food for seniors. They cost pennies, yet they provide 18 grams of protein and contain spermidine, a compound proven to reverse cellular aging in muscle tissue by triggering autophagy, your body's natural cleanup and repair process. When researchers compared lentils to whey protein in adults over 70, the lentil group built more muscle and improved mitochondrial function, meaning their muscles became stronger and more energy efficient. Sprouting lentils for 48 hours before cooking increases their protein content by 30% and activates enzymes that make them incredibly easy to absorb for seniors. Cooking lentils in bone broth with turmeric and black pepper creates a nutrient powerhouse that reduces inflammation, improves protein absorption, and supports cellular repair. Eating lentils as your primary lunch protein 4 days a week gives your muscles a steady flow of nutrients essential for growth and maintenance. Combine lentils with quinoa in a 2-to-1 ratio for a complete protein that rivals meat and fuels your muscles throughout the day. These 6 foods are not trends. They are not fads. They do not require subscriptions, powders, or expensive marketing. They are real foods your muscles recognize, foods your body can digest, foods designed by nature, not factories, to keep you strong, capable, and confident as you age. Strength after 60 doesn't come from powders. It comes from knowledge. And now you have that knowledge. If this opened your eyes to the power of simple foods that build real muscle naturally, please subscribe to the Seniors Hub, hit the like button, and share this video with someone who deserves to stay strong, independent, and healthy. Thank you for watching, and take good care of yourself. Your strongest years can still be ahead of you.